Oh, it's got from Wessex blade and a quick tag that I've had from JHLD. Now Jay's tag was called a 343. So if I get this right, it was 3 people on YouTube, 3 blades and 3 books that you'd have to choose to have with you, and this is the catch, this is the clincher, if it was the end of the world. Okay, now because that was the stipulation, as opposed to shit, it's a fan, as opposed to, you know, big disaster or whatever, the clincher was, it said it was literally the end of the world, so everything else is gone, and it's just literally 3, 3, 3. So if I go for 3 books to start with, it'd be the SES Survival Handbook, because it's just big font of knowledge based on everything that Lofty Wiseman have picked up for 20 something years in the SAS. So there's a hell of a lot of information in there. There's a lot of areas that are covered. We're talking first aid's covered, just shelters, bits of food, bits of this, but it's a big chunky manual. The second book I picked would be Dave Canterbury's Common Man book. It's like a modern interpretation of that with his twist as well. The other book I picked would be a Food for Free, a little Collins gem about that big. Just because it covers bits that I'm not that good at, which is identification of wild edibles. That's why I have a book to make sure. So that's the 3 books. The 3 blades I pick. Now, I could pick axes because it's a blade, but I'm not that good with an axe as well, how confident or how, you know, just take it on as I am with a knife. End of the world. So whatever I may face, first thing I have is the biggest thing I can get my hands on, just because it's easy to sharpen, just because it's big. I don't know what I might end up facing. There's all sorts of game parks in England that the fences might have come down. I just don't know what I'm going to be facing. So at the end of the world, I want the biggest damn thing I can get my hands on. So cold steel, katana, machete. I've even invested in a sheath. What about that then? Last of the big spenders. Again, on that line, if I had an axe, I'd be better off. Well, almost the power of an axe, whilst I have the versatility of a knife. I have 3 kukris. This is the biggest. This is from Dusty Pilgrim. So, carbon steel, not that easy to sharpen, but I've got that much steel to play with, and it's still combative. I can use it in a tense situation. End of the world, I want something I can swing. Right? Third blade. Now if I could sum up one blade that makes me feel like I'm appreciated, that people think a lot of me, it's my Boosie Search and Rescue 4. To have this in hand, there's so many points of how this came to be in my possession that make me think, wow, there's people out there who think a world of me. Not specifically just this knife. There have been other gifts as well, of which are epitomised in this one from me. I look at that and I feel great. It's really comfortable in hand. I love using it. It's tough, unbreakable, and usable. 4-inch Boosie. That's my third blade. And then a Kydex sheath. That was from Kylie. That's my 3 blades. Now, the stipulation was, it's the end of the world. And I've got to pick 3 people. I got to pick 3 people. Well, I thought about it, and after about half a second, I thought, I ain't picking 3 other blokes. Okay, so I'm picking 2 ladies and 1 lucky bugger, because I don't know about you, but seeing for the rest of the world going out with just 4 musketeers whizzing around, I can't see the perpetuation of mankind as it is. Something's got to happen. I'm a bit cold and heartless about it, but there's got to be some ladies. So, who's the unfortunate ladies I'd pick, and for what reason? Patriot nurse. Because if I get a booper, I want someone to make me better. A nurse obviously is going to come across situations that could be a bit icky and a bit gory. Well, she should be able to cope with it. She's a nurse. She's also pretty switched on in terms of prepping and survivalism. So I would pick Patriot nurse. The other young lady I would pick would be a lone Wolverine, because she's pretty much at home outside in the middle of nowhere, outside on her own. So the situations that could be faced, where me and the other lucky person I might end up picking in a minute could be going out setting traps, could be going out trying to get water, maybe take one and one's left behind and we take it in turns. Each one of us will be quite happy being on our own at any one time. So I'm picking a lone Wolverine. That's my second choice. 2 ladies. And finally, the other XY chromosome in the gang of 4 that's left at the end of the world, for so many reasons, will be Funky Prepper. Reason? He's funky, he's funny, he's girt long, he can walk for a long way, he's pretty fit, we get on great. Funky Prepper, you're a lucky guy, okay, because it's going to be me and 2 ladies, and we hopefully won't be beating ourselves to pieces because it's all alone, nothing else to go on, sat looking at each other going, then what? End of the world, terrible situations, whatever. Between him, me, lady and lady, or the humour should come to the fore at some point, and I think we're going to need it. So that's my 3 of 3. 2 ladies and a gent. Shouldn't be the end of the world then, should it?